Before starting my timer, I do want to issue a brief trigger warning. My presentation is going to have to deal with mental wellness and related terms. And so I encourage everybody, please take care of yourself appropriately, of course, throughout the presentation and always. All right, thank you. I'm starting my timer now. If you look in a dictionary, the definition of home is a place where one lives permanently. But there's a second definition of home as well, and that's a place where one flourishes. And it's that second definition that I want to focus on during my story tonight. This story is going to take place in two parts. The first part takes place when I was in college. The second part takes place right now, here, with all of you. When I was in high school, I graduated, I was interested in wellness, I was interested in health, and I ended up going to the University of Pennsylvania. My hope was that at Penn, I would find a home. I would find a place to flourish. And the way that I did this, one way that I did this, was by getting lunch with a new person every day. I would walk into our dining hall, and I figured if my classmates were going to be in the dining hall, I might as well sit down with a new one every day and try to make some friends. It would help me to find a home. It would help me to flourish. And so that's what I did. Every day I sat down with a new classmate of mine. And what happened was different than what I expected. When I sat down with these students day after day after day, it seemed like they were putting on a mask of flourishing, an act of flourishing. And later, I ended up performing research during which I discovered that this was the case. In fact, at Penn, there is now a term that the students use to describe the masks of effortless perfection that they put on. At Penn, they call these masks the Penn face. At Columbia, they call these masks Columbia face. Across the country, at Stanford, they talk about duck syndrome because a duck seemingly glides gracefully across the water, but underneath the surface, the duck's legs are paddling furiously just to keep it afloat. So later on, I ended up finding out that this masking does not only take place when it comes to college students. In fact, the UK recently appointed a minister of loneliness, and a colleague of mine just earlier today, switching from college now to the present time, emailed me about the COVID-19 masks that they're experiencing. People projecting that they're flourishing during this time, when in fact, it is so hard to be doing so. So this brings us to a question. What are we going to do if there are millions of people literally around the world that are searching for their home? They are searching for a place where one can flourish, and they want to stay there, but they haven't found it yet. How do we help people to get there? How do we lead people home? And this is where it comes to mind a mentor of mine, a mentor named Dr. Ken Ginsberg. What Dr. Ken Ginsberg talks about is this theory called one caring person. The theory of one caring person says that if you can not judge someone, be there for them, and believe in that person to be the best version of their self, that you can quite literally help to foster resilience and break cycles of adversity. Every single one of us has the power to help somebody find their home. Every single one of us has the power to help somebody flourish. And so tonight, again, bringing the story all the way back from my college years to right here, right now, what I ask all of us to do is first to care for ourselves. If you've been on an airplane, you might have heard that it's important to put on your own oxygen mask before assisting somebody else. And it's similar when it comes to mental wellness. And at the point at which you have your own oxygen mask on, I invite you to be that one caring person. It's not a script. It's just about trying your best. Don't judge, be there for someone, and believe in them to be the best that they can be. It can literally change a life. Finally, I want to invite any of you out there who may not have your one caring person to make that one person me. I'm not a doctor, but I can promise that I won't judge you. I will be there for you, and I will believe in you to be the best that you can be. If you need your one caring person, feel free to reach out at info@reflecteffect.org. Say in the subject line, "You're my one caring person." That email will get forwarded to me, and I will reach out to you as soon as possible. So with millions of people masking, searching for a home, I invite you to join me in reaching out during this time of physical distancing, but social connection, checking in, saying, "How are you?" and being that one caring person. Thank you so much.